AOC is unraveling, almost to the point of tears you're about to see. MSNBC is panicking, and Trump just pulled off the biggest power move in years. The big, beautiful bill didn't just pass. It shot at the agenda. What are you about to see as the left in full meltdown mode? And the truth they're hiding is worse than you think. Let's get into it.
I think this is one of the saddest days in modern American history. This is the largest withdrawal and ending of health care in American history. 17 million people in our country, 17 million Americans in our country are going to lose their Medicaid. They're going to lose their ACA insurance. Small business owners are going to have their health care costs skyrocket, and people are going to have their SNAP and WIC cut back. People are going to go hungry. People are going to get sick on a scale unlike anything we've ever seen. And all of it is just to finance tax cuts for billionaires and the wealthiest corporations who don't even need it. I don't think I don't think we have ever seen or are prepared for how catastrophic this is set to be for a lot of people. And I think it's devastating. And they're talking about this as though it's some tax cut. Even the stuff that they're talking about, taxes on tips, no tax on tips, that's only for people, that's only up to $25,000. And if you're making less than that, you're already kind of exempt from a lot of these things in the first place. So they're giving people crumbs and they're taking away the whole loaf. And it's just a genuinely really sad day for our country.
What about Leader Jeffrey's final message, looking ahead to 2026, 2028?
Well, you know, to Leader Jeffries' message, he's right. The best thing that we can do right now is press on. And in order for us to salvage what we have and to build through, we have to chart a new course and a new path to our future. And we have to make sure that there are consequences. If you're on Medicaid, if you're on ACA, if you are on Medicare and rely on Medicaid to help with your long-term care, there has to be consequences to these votes. And we have to decide if this is just a joke or just for TV or if this is our real lives. And I hope people vote like it's our real lives.
Well, she's crying not because something is broke, but because something worked. What you just saw was the face of panic when control slips away. AOC just admitted it. 17 million people losing Medicaid, SNAP cuts, healthcare reform. Oh, and she was about to bust out with the waterworks. All I can hear is that, cry me a river. Oh, man. But here's what she ain't saying, y'all. The system she's defending has kept people dependent for votes, not empowered, not self-sufficient. Not at all. So when Trump flips the table and starts shifting power back to the working Americans, they call it a tragedy somehow. I want to show y'all how the White House sees it. This is how Democrats see a sad day, but to the rest of us, this is the day America woke up.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm! Wait. Boom! Nailed it! We did it.
What, like it's hard?
I'm obviously going to have to pause this for the music aspect, but yeah. My guy keep winning. Now you see the contrast. AOC is crying. The country celebrating. And they hate it. They hate to see Americans excited about freedom, prosperity, and order. They want us all depressed. They want you depressed, emotional, and afraid because fear keeps you in line. That's how they operate. But this win wasn't accidental. Trump didn't just sign the bill. He hasn't signed it yet, rather. It's actually going to be it's on the way to him. But he fought for this. This is the point I was trying to make. I don't know. Let's go behind the scenes and watch how he moved Congress like a chess piece. Now, this ain't just leadership. This is domination. And it's happening. right in front of them.
Say first, we have the commander-in-chief who is truly in command. He has brought America back. It is peace through strength, and he exerts that strength in every way he can to help advance the agenda and advance the best interests of the American people. And that certainly extended to what happened in the Congress. I mean, he was directly engaged, involved. He knows the issues. He called me multiple times through the process over the last several days and said, put me on the phone with anybody you need. He also brought in small groups of members that conga line to the White House and visited with them, and that was very effective. So he's one of the greatest advocates, and it's been a great partnership to work. And it's what a unique thing, and what a special thing it is to have unified government, where you have Republicans in charge of the White House, the Senate, and the House. We're using it effectively, and we're going to deliver for the American people, Raymond.
Who particularly, is there anybody you had to call in the big dog to help push over the edge?
Well, you know, I had several subgroups of members who were concerned about different things. You know, we have a very diverse caucus. They're all conservative Republicans, but they come from all over the country, and they represent very different districts. So different issues were of bigger interest, more or less different people. So it's a long, deliberative process. Look, I know all these members so well. I love each of them. I know what they bring to the table. And the idea is to get the most conservative product we can that helps the most American people. We achieved that here, and we're really proud of everything that's in this bill.
I know members of that Freedom
He said, put me on the phone with anyone you need. You can't tell me that ain't presidential power. Democrats want you to believe Trump is unhinged, unfit, and chaotic, but the truth is he's very strategic, and it's working. And that's why the left is really melting down. That's why you see the panic mode and the smear campaigns and everything about to get ready to ramp up. Not as if he's new to that. Or if that's not already ongoing. Because Trump, man, he ain't just winning it. It's the system losing control of you, too. And if that's, you know, scares them, wait until you hear what Trump said when he actually touched the mic today. This wasn't promised. It wasn't a promise, actually. It was a warning. And they didn't listen.
There could be no better birthday present for America than the phenomenal victory we achieved just hours ago when Congress passed the one big, beautiful bill to make America great again. Right? And in the last election, the people gave us a historic mandate to cut taxes, raise take-home pay, bring back jobs, stop the invasion, that horrible invasion. Who would do that? Who would do that? That horrible, who would do that to us? Who would do that to us? Deport the illegals and slash hundreds of billions of dollars of waste and fraud, and that's what we're doing. With this bill, every major promise I made to the people of Iowa in 2024 became a promise kept. There could be no better.
We're going to make America safe again. You know what that really means this time, y'all? I'll break it down. That means no more excuses. No more open borders, y'all. No more leeches. This wasn't just about tax cuts. It was about taking America off life support, so to speak. At least this is what I'm gathering from everything that I'm learning as it surrounds this. But here's the part they really don't want you to know. The bill that passed, it gave ICE the most power it's ever had. And that's the real reason why AOC is falling apart online. She says people are disappearing. Nah, what's disappearing is the Democrat stronghold over immigration. Let me show y'all. Excuse me. Here you go. This is from Blue Sky Social. And Wokeness posted what she posted, which is, I don't think anyone is prepared for what they just did with ICE. This is a simple budget increase. I'm sorry, let me start over. I don't think anyone is prepared for what they just did with ICE. This is not a simple budget increase. It is an explosion, making ICE bigger than the FBI, U.S. Bureau of Prisons, DEA, and others combined. It is setting up to make what's happening now look like child's play and people disappearing. Look, man, I think they got around $30 billion for ICE. $1 million? What was the number? Look, see, go fact check that, y'all. Don't take my word for it. I don't care how much you rock with me. But that's more than the FBI, DEA, and the Brewer prisons combined, right? AOC calls it an overreach. I call it accountability. Democrats say it's too harsh, but what's harsher? Detaining lawbreakers or letting millions pour in, collapsing our schools, hospitals, jobs, and crime rates, then blaming racism anytime people push back. Look, all I'm saying is ICE isn't the villain here. They're the broom cleaning up the mess that the previous administration, the Democrat administration, made. And now that the party is over, the media is panicking too. How do we fix this? Simple. Enforce the law. But that's too real for TV, y'all. Y'all know how that go.
Articulate the lie.
And you know what I keep thinking about is, especially with what just happened in Congress today, what is the cost of your protection from day laborers, farmers, college students? Because, you know, we've shackled and locked up dreamers, college students who are arrested also for traffic offenses, right? With what happened today, $45 billion for building new detention centers, in addition to $14 billion more for deprecation operations. How much more money are we going to spend? And you know what I'm not hearing, Alicia, is how do we solve this? How do we actually, are we as taxpayers, because undocumented people also pay taxes, right? Are we just going to keep spending and spending and spending without actually asking ourselves what the solutions are? Or as journalists, and by the way, kudos to all the journalists doing this work, all you have to
Articulate the lie.
Ooh, thank God that's over. MSNBC is crying about the cost of deportation, y'all. But never a word about the cost of letting all this stuff spiral. Keep screaming. Now they screaming, what's the solution? And Trump actually handed it to them. They just don't like it. Because it doesn't involve dependency, open borders, or big government handouts. It involves discipline. And we all know discipline exposes weaknesses. That's why AOC is in shambles, honestly. That's why the Democrats are unraveling. Yeah, because their entire system depends on you not waking up. But guess what? America's waking up. They're not just waking up. You got Trump out here winning too. Win after win. He's rewriting the rules, you know what I mean, when it comes to winning. That's all I'm saying. And the same people who cried fascists, are now crying for the answers. Don't let the media twist this. Don't let them gaslight y'all. Please. You're not crazy. You just awake. Not woke. Big difference. Y'all be safe. Go check with somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.